Ah, das hier, oder? League of Legends Philippines. Ah. Danke, Faith.
Welcome back. We hope you all had a wonderful and happy holiday season, and we're really excited to welcome you to season 2024.
Now, we're filming this video in early November, so anything that happens between now and the start of the season won't be covered in this video. Today, we're going to be joined by more folks from across the league team to talk about some of the things coming in 2024, like ranked updates, new champions, some information about Arcane Season 2, and some updates on esports.
Now, before we get started, don't forget that when you jump into a game in 5 days, Summoner's Rift is going to look and feel a little bit different. Get ready for some new objectives, map changes, and updates to the core item system. And as a reminder, Season Start Cinematic is going to be releasing next week on January 10th.
Das wird sich so falsch anfühlen, in 5 Tagen ins Rank zu queuen und einfach keine Ahnung zu haben, was passiert.
Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Long Harrison, the lead gameplay designer for League. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you all about some of our thoughts on ranked, some of our learnings from the changes we made last year, and what we want to do this year to help make your climbs better for Season 2024. Last year, we added Emerald tier and increased LP gains to help alleviate any pain from increasing the number of rank resets each year. And while we've seen an overall increase in match quality, there were some side effects that moved us away from where we wanted to be ranked. We've seen much larger differences in physical ranks in games, meaning many of you saw players with different ranks in your matches, like a plat player in a silver game. So we're making some focused improvements on how the rank system evaluates player skill to reduce these situations. These changes will be going live when you start your rank climb next week. The changes should help resolve some other pain points, such as losing more LP than you gain, even with a positive ranked win rate overall, and also help with differentiating between Smurf accounts and new players. As always, we'll be closely monitoring these changes, as well as your feedback to make adjustments as needed. Best of luck in your climbs, and welcome to Season 2024.
Hi everyone, I'm Lexi Gao, aka Riot Lexical, the Champions team lead.
And I'm Soap May, also known as Soapbox, production lead on the Champions team.
We've been working on Skarner's update for a while now, and we've been polishing him up to be ready for his big day. Meanwhile, he's getting ready for some fun too. Last time we talked about Skarner, we showed his gameplay, but we never really talked about his lore.
Skarner was a founding member of the Yuntal, where he helped guide and shape Ixtal into the prospering region it is now. He is, however, very suspicious of the outside world and believes that Ixtal should be isolated to be safe, and he will not hesitate to run down intruders to keep it that way. We are currently finishing up Skarner's VGU, and we can't wait for you to skitter across the rift in the first half of the year.
Sieht
After
echt cool aus.
Skarner, we're working on 2 other champion updates.
Was ist das für ein ASAP-Tweet? Ach so, ja, den habe ich schon gesehen.
The first one is for a champion we haven't talked about before, but plays a pretty big role in a show that maybe you heard about. Arcane. We want to bring their Arcane version to the Rift with updated visuals and VO, while also giving some love to their gameplay. You can expect to see them early next year after the second season is over. As for what comes after the Arcane-inspired VGU, we're excited to announce that we'll finally be tackling Shyvana.
She has a great theme and has become an iconic part of the League roster. Thus, we're thinking about refining and progressing who she is and tuning up her gameplay instead of a complete overhaul on her narrative and themes. Think more Udyr and less Skarner. But we want to be transparent about
Das
her.
heißt, sie wollen sie nicht so krass reworken. Basically, sondern also halt nur ein bisschen.
Timeline.
Wenn es Udyr Rework, weil er ist basically immer noch derselbe Champion.
Shyvana's VGU will not be released until 2025 after the Arcane VGU.
Okay, now on to the new champions. We've been teasing a cute, small ADC that will be swooping into the Rift soon. Meet Smolder, the fiery fledgling. Look at our cute little son.
Oh no! It's a dragon! Run away! Fire! At least I didn't end up in a tree again. Hi, I'm
No
Smolder.
joke, ich find Smolder immer cooler.
Oh,
Wird
my
dann
mom
immer,
says hi
also
too.
umso mehr ich ihn sehe, desto
Who's
cooler
the
finde ich ihn.
best dragon? I'm the best dragon. Hey, Mom, What are the fire thingies next to my ears called? Oh, okay. Was that me? Whoa.
Ich verstehe es auch nicht, Cody. Ich verstehe den Hate auch nicht. Echt so nicht.
Hey, where'd everybody go? Oh yeah! Did you see that, Mom? I smoked them!
I smoked them!
Fine.
One of the goals we had for Smolder was to make a straightforward ADC.
Vor allem, wie gesagt,
As
genau,
all
er ist
of the recent
straightforward.
ADCs
Und kein fucking Aphelios Akshan-Dingens.
we've released are high skill champs or very non-traditional. Aphelios, Samira, Zeri, Neela. We want to fulfill the fantasy of a little dragon who can focus on honing his fire-breathing skills.
And while Smolder may be working on his skills, his mom is never too far in the distance and is always ready to make an appearance when he needs her the most.
After Smolder, we'll be heading further north to cool off from all that dragon fire. Our Vestayan solo laner is someone we've been wanting to bring to the Rift for a while, but the last time we tried that development took a bit of a detour and we ended up with Silas.
But not to worry, the Champions team is back on the case and is focusing on making a new mid-range mage. We have another champion in the works who should be a familiar face to all of you. But we're gonna hand things over to Riot Brightmoon and Meddler to talk a little bit more about our new upcoming champion.
Last year, we shared that Arcane Season 2 would be releasing globally this November.
Brightmoon
Everyone
links,
right is
Meddler
really excited
rechts,
by the
oder?
show,
Rechts.
and we've been inspired to bring Arcane into game more. We're excited to show you a small preview of one of the things the League team's been working on. So the first bit of Arcane you'll be seeing in League will be Ambessa Madara. She'll bring Noxian domination to the Rift. And much like how she is in the show, she won't be for the faint of heart in game. Don't let her large stature fool you though. She brings both strength and speed, sidestepping attacks with surprising agility.
And Ambessa's only the first piece of Arcane coming to
Aber ehrlich
this
gesagt,
year.
neue Champions,
To
ich weiß nicht, wie
celebrate
es bei euch
Arcane
ist, aber
Season
neue
2,
Champions
we'll have
interessieren mich am
Arcane-inspired
allerwenigsten.
Gameplay and a new VGU,
Irgendwie.
new skins.
Wenn
as
sie
well
kommen,
as
kommen
a
sie,
few
wenn
other
nicht.
surprises.
Das hypt mich irgendwie nicht so.
Excited for the new season. I hope
Ich glaube, also, sieht cool aus alles und so, aber irgendwie, für mich persönlich müssten sie nicht mal neue Champions rausbringen. Ich wäre auch einfach fein damit, nur einen neuen Champion pro Jahr und dafür die alten reworken.
you are too. Can we show them a clip? Maybe just one?
Okay, yeah, okay.
Ja,
okay.
same, irgendwie.
One, but
Ich würde Reworks auch mehr fühlen. Bei den Clip haben wir gerade eben schon gesehen. Hier, für die, die es nicht gesehen haben, hängt einfach ein fetter Warwick. Ja, Champion Mastery ist mir
Hey
auch
everyone.
wirklich egal.
And we letting you show versions 11. So if you've already grinded to Mastery 7 on your main, there's no need to do it again. And those of you with enough Mastery points will end up at even higher levels. We'll be back again as we get closer to launch in the first half of the year with more info on
Ich finde, sie sollten das Honor-System mal reworken. Es bringt einfach überhaupt nichts, ein hohes Honor-Level zu sein. Die fucking 200 Blue Essence und 2 Key Fragments, die können sie, also, ne?
system.
Da könnten sie mal was machen. Weil ich finde, mit dem Honor-System könnte man so viel machen. Du könntest da eine komplett eigene Reward-Line machen. Ich weiß es nicht. Irgendwas. Aber ich finde, das Honor-System hat so viel Potenzial. Auch die Leute actually dafür zu belohnen, dass du kein Wichser in der Queue bist. So, was ist das jetzt für ein Chapter? Modes. Interessieren uns
modes on League of
Modes?
Legends. We released Arena and we received a huge amount of support from all of you. We brought it back in December to test out some changes and make some improvements.
Arena Mode kann gern bleiben. Ich finde, Arena finde ich geil. Also ich persönlich, für mich ist es nicht, dass ich einfach kein mechanisch guter Spieler bin. Aber ich finde, dass Arena eine sehr, sehr gute Edition ist für League. Arena wird entfernt. Nächste Woche. Really?
Ability to play some fun and whack with some more targeted teams from 4 teams of 2 to a 2v2 that you'll face different teams more often if you're really
other improvements. Earth will be back for Lunar New Year and then we'll be following that up with One for All. We'll be sure to update you later in the year.
Was ist mit Doombots, by the way? Es gab generell auch so viele geile Game Modes früher, die aber irgendwie disappeared sind und es gab dann irgendwie nur noch Urf. Doombots war so nice.
About what modes are happening on Arena last
another new mode. It'll be a little bit more of a
and TBD.
Anti-Cheat.
Last year, we spent some time behind the scenes working on updating League's anti-cheat and bot detection software.
Keine Lust auf die Werbung, vor allem sind das
As our current version had fallen behind the times. This was compounded by the security breach earlier in the year, which increased our vulnerability to botting and cheating. And a pretty consistent piece of feedback that we've been hearing from you all is the high number of bots in games, disrupted smurfs in ranked, and an increase in scripting. We know this has been a consistent pain point in League, so it's been something we've been working on fixing.
One of our goals this year is to maintain and improve the competitive integrity in all of your League games, whether it's in ranked or normals, Clash, Arena, whatever. So in late February or early March, we're bringing Vanguard to League. Vanguard is our proprietary anti-cheat and anti-botting software.
Wie ist Scripting in Valorant? Gibt's in Valorant Scripter? Also Vanguard ist ja das Valorant-Ding, genau, sagt er ja auch gerade. Ist es gut in Valorant? Weil, to be honest, ja, aber wenige. Ja. Also ich bin ehrlich gesagt nicht so hyped auf Vanguard, weil Vanguard super viel RAM frisst. Mir ist es mal aufgefallen. Weil ich glaube, Vanguard ist per Default im Autostart drinnen und das zieht wirklich gut RAM, dafür, dass es einfach nur so im Hintergrund ein Anti-Cheat ist für ein Game, das du nicht mal öffnest.
Karni ist actually
und auch viele Leute Probleme haben mit Vanguard auf ihrem PC.
Since the beginning. We've seen a
huge
in 3
Jahren
amount of
3
success in their ability to
getroffen.
catch and stop cheaters in their games. And we expect to see similar results when we implement it.
Aber die werden es schon anpassen.
Similar to Valorant's version of Vanguard, Leagues will run at the kernel level. This is becoming standard for strong anti-cheat software in gaming, as cheat and bot makers are quick to adapt.
Aber to be honest, also, wenn's hilft,
run at this
I
level,
take it.
They will, and thereby evade all of the anti-cheat software as a result. Now, Vanguard offers us the ability to catch bots and cheaters as quickly and effectively as possible. It also gives us the opportunity to do things like hardware ban offenders and terminate matches in which a cheater is detected. You know, refunding loss of LP.
Lol, das ist ja saugut. Okay, fuck it. Gib mir Vanguard.
Except the person cheating, of course.
Now we know that there's a question and concern.
Der Screen macht einen happy, no? Das ist ja saugeil. Game determinated. Du verlierst keine LP. Das Game schließt sich einfach, der Cheater wird gebannt. Das wäre ja ein feuchter Traum.
For everybody except the person cheating, of course.
Now, we know that there's a question and concern of data privacy around kernel-level anti-cheat. This is something that came up with Vanguard and Valorant as well, and we want to take a moment to tackle those concerns up front here. Vanguard does not collect or process any personal information.
Er hat gerade eben gesagt, dass du auch einen Hardware-Ban dann durchführen kannst mit Vanguard.
Anti-cheat software. We don't need or want to know anything more about you or your machine.
Aber ich glaube auch, darüber werden sie jetzt nicht reden, weil sie es, glaube ich, auch nicht fixen können so leicht. Aber das Problem ist halt, dass einfach jeder einen Smurf-Account kaufen kann für 2 Euro. Aber maybe schaffen sie es auch, das besser zu detecten, was botted Accounts sind und die dann auch schneller bannen lassen können.
When playing our games. Now, if you already have Vanguard installed because you've played Valorant, you won't need to do anything else, and you can continue as normal. But if you haven't, starting in a few weeks, you'll be required to install Vanguard in order to play League.
We know that this may be a meaningful change, but we're very confident it will lead to an overall better League experience for everyone. We'll be sure to communicate with you all as the changes go live and to let you know how things are going afterwards. All right, we're going to hand things back off to the dev team now for an update on some of the skins coming to League this year.
It's like trying to craft a unique fantasy where you can't have any kind of costuming.
Okay, aber den Skin-Part werde ich jetzt skippen. Das juckt mich wirklich überhaupt nicht. Esports is 10 times bigger.
Hi everyone, I'm Nazala Taha.
And I'm Chris Greeley.
And we are so
Global
excited.
Head of League Esports und Global Head of Strategy for League Esports. Okay, die Big Bosse.
Season of LoL Esports. And we want to give you a look at some of our plans for 2024. So let's start by talking about our global...
Okay, denkt ihr, sie reden über das Araber-Event? Okay, das klingt sehr weird zu sagen, aber ist einfach richtig, oder? Das ist ein Event der Vereinigten Arabischen Emirate. I mean, es klingt weird, aber es ist... das Ding ist am 5. November aufgenommen. True, haben sie vorhin sogar gesagt.
We want our international events to have a strong regional representation, so that the best teams from each region can fight it out on the global stage. This year, we're making it so that there are 3 base slots for the LPL, LCK, LEC, and LCS at Worlds, with new ways for teams and regions to earn additional slots.
What?
And we want to give you a look at MSI and Worlds.
We want our international events to have a strong regional representation, so that the best teams from each region can fight it out on the global stage. This year, we're making it so that there are 3 base slots for the LPL, LCK, LEC.
Warte. Warte. Verlieren LCK und LPL einfach den World Spot?
and LCS at Worlds, with new ways for teams and regions to earn additional slots.
Okay. Ach so, jeder hat 3 Base-Slots?
The LLA, CBLOL, PCS, and the VCS will have their slots remain unchanged.
Aha.
And we're keeping the same double elim format from MSI 2023, but we're going to up the stakes even more this year.
Gut.
For the first time ever, the winning MSI team will be awarded a guaranteed
finde ich auch geil.
slot at Worlds, which also counts as an additional slot for
Okay, das ist sick. Das heißt, wenn LPL oder LCK MSI gewinnen, haben sie automatisch 4 Slots. Okay.
their region.
Okay.
And the next best performing region at MSI
And the next best performing. The next. Das heißt, wenn LCK oder LPL gewinnt, dann die anderen von beiden. Das andere.
will secure an additional world seed for their region.
Yeah, and we can't.
Hä, aber was ändert sich dann? Das heißt, LCK, LPL haben beide wieder 4. Und dann ändert sich ja nichts.
Can't wait to see the increased competition at MSI this year.
And while we're talking about MSI, we wanted to share that this year's MSI will be
Imagine, NA gewinnt MSI und dann hast du plötzlich 4 NA-Teams und 3 LCK oder 3 LPL-Teams.
held from May 1st through the 19th in
Aber ich finde es, in general finde ich es nicht schlecht. Wenn du ein Upset bei wobei, imagine, ich meine, EU hat auch schon MSI gewonnen. Imagine, du schaffst bei MSI so ein Upset, du griefst einfach. Aber imagine, G2 gewinnt im MSI-Finale gegen, was weiß ich, Gen G. Wie sauer, wie hart wird Gen G von allen Koreanern auf diesem Planeten geflamed und gehatet, dass sie ihre eigene Region griefen. Nee, wobei, stimmt nicht. Weil probably, wenn Gen G im Finale ist, dann ist LCK probably second strongest, dann verliert LPL, dann haben wir einfach nur 3 LPL-Teams bei Worlds. Aber es ist schon heftig, dass es einen Impact auf Worlds hat. G2, wenn jetzt G2 gegen Gen G im MSI-Finale gewinnen, ja, du wenn es halt underperformst, bist du gefickt für Worlds.
China. This is the first time we've brought a global LoL sports event to this vibrant city.
Erster und Zweiter kriegen +1 Slot. Nee, sie haben gesagt, die Region, die am zweiterfolgreichsten ist. Nicht das zweitbeste, nicht das Team, das am zweiten ist. Glaube ich. I mean, das ist dann so Nitpicking. Aber sie haben gesagt, die Region, die am zweitbesten ist. Das heißt, es muss nicht gleichbedeutend sein, das zweite Team.
We're so excited to see
Man kann, ist most likely, aber muss nicht.
amazing crowds there cheer on their favorite teams. And we'll be back with more updates on MSI the closer we get to the
Okay,
event.
das kann auf alle Fälle zu witzigen Situationen führen, der Change.
Worlds would be returning to Europe.
Danke dir.
With the finals taking place last year in Korea, we announced that Worlds would be returning to Europe, with the finals taking place in London, England at the O2 Arena. Today we wanted to let you know where the rest of the tournament will be held.
Well, we'll be kicking off Worlds in Berlin at our newly remodeled esports arena for the play-ins.
Da bin ich sehr gespannt, weil genau, Berlin bekommt eine eSports, eine League of Legends Venue. Da bin ich sehr gespannt.
Then we'll head to the Adidas Arena in Paris, France for quarterfinals and semifinals.
Okay.
Fans brought so much energy to the Paris finals in 2019, and we're really excited to see what you all do for not just one, but 2 stages of Worlds there.
Worlds will run from September 24th through November 2nd, and we'll be back later this year as we get closer to the event to announce ticket sales dates.
Now, as we embark on the 2024 season, we are so proud to commemorate 14 remarkable years of LoL esports. Throughout this decade and a half, we've witnessed pro players from around the world leave their mark, displaying incredible resilience, mastery of League of Legends gameplay, and inspiring millions of fans across the globe. To celebrate those who have made a lasting impact on the game,
Ja, die bauen in Berlin bauen sie eine League Facility, wo auch dann LC stattfinden wird.
For their legacies, we are proud to introduce the LoL Esports Hall of Legends.
There are a number of pro players worthy of being inducted into our unique version of a Hall of Fame.
Ich weiß nicht, wo sie in Berlin ist. Sorry. Ich wusste bis vor kurzem noch gar nicht, dass das überhaupt geht, dass das gebaut werden soll.
Each year, those inducted into the Hall of Legends will have their historic careers celebrated both IRL and in-game. Now, we're currently collecting votes and we'll be back later this year to share more.
Ach, die machen das ist legit dasselbe Gebäude. Okay, das ist enttäuschend. In der alten LEC-Arena, weil die alte LEC-Arena, das ist ja keine Arena. Das ist einfach nur eine Halle. Wo sie eine Mini-Stage aufgebaut haben. Okay, das ist actually enttäuschend dann, wenn es einfach das jetzige LEC-Studio ist. Weil das jetzige LEC-Studio ist echt gammelig. Und es ist auch nicht groß. Das heißt, es wird auch nicht insane werden. Und vor allem ist was die jetzige LEC, wenn ihr auch so Shit macht, ist einfach die Lage. Das ist halt auch ein Punkt. Dass es irgendwo in fucking Narnia ist. Wo außenrum nichts ist. Du bist irgendwo in irgendeinem Industriegebiet.
allesports.com beginning January 13th to keep up with all of your favorite teams and pros.
We can't wait to watch the 2024 LOL Esports season with all of you. Good luck.
Ich würde actually, warte mal, wo ist denn die? Wir googeln das jetzt. LEC Studio. Bisschen Angst, Maps aufzumachen. Ja, die ist legit am Arsch der Welt. Hier, warte, Routenplaner vom Berlin Hauptbahnhof. Ja, vom Hauptbahnhof chillige 50 Minuten. Das ist halt shit.
Have fun on your climbs. Thank you in advance for tuning in and supporting your favorite teams and leagues. Now, here's Riot Brightmoon and Medler to wrap us up.
Schade, Mann. Ich dachte, die bauen da was Neues.
Before we go, we wanted to remind you that we're celebrating a special birthday for League this year. We are turning 15. We are so close to being able to finally drive a car.
Oh, in the US at least. But we're looking forward to celebrating with you all later this year. We're not doing new game announcements this time. This year is all about League and celebrating our 15th birthday with all of you.
So look forward to the celebrations coming in October. And as a reminder,
aber ich denke, viele Hater labern immer, ja, League wird sterben, bla bla, League stirbt, bla bla. League wird nie sterben. Das wird so ein Imperium. Einfach, ich meine, fucking Arcane Season 2, die neue Map, so viel neuer Content, die investieren in den E-Sports, das ist also schon alles geil. Also
check out the devlogs that go into more detail.
To be honest, Riot macht schon einen guten Job.
We'll also be back with our regular
ich denke nicht, dass man als League-Enjoyer, als League-Content-Creator, als League-Spieler Angst haben muss, dass einem das Blizzard-Schicksal ereilt.
Updates as usual after this video. So we'll be seeing you soon.
Actually, keine Hype nach dem Video.
Welcome to Season 2024.
Auch wenn mich jetzt viel von den Sachen, also mich jucken jetzt Champion Mastery Changes jucken mich nicht. Neue Champions sind auch so, ja gut, gimme. Aber ich denke, overall ist da ein guter Mix, dass für jeden was Geiles dabei ist. Also das Anti-Cheat macht mich mehr an als neue Champions, bin ich ehrlich. Also was mich am hornigsten gemacht hat in diesem ganzen Video, war dieser Screen mit der hier. Das ist schon geil. Ich bin nur, also wenn ich jetzt drüber nachdenke, ich bin noch ein bisschen überfordert. Ich will voll reingrinden, wenn die Season losgeht in 5 Tagen. Aber das wird sich so falsch anfühlen, deine Placements einfach first time auf einem komplett neuen Patch zu machen, mit einer komplett neuen Map. Das wird actually odd. Aber I guess, das ist für alle so. Aber das wird die komplette Clown Fiesta werden in den ersten Games.